There's a delicate dance unfolding right now, a silent conversation happening beneath the surface of what you might perceive as distance or a lack of communication. It's easy to misinterpret silence, to assume it signifies a fading of feelings or a severing of ties. But in this instance, nothing could be further from the truth. The very quietness you're experiencing is, in fact, a testament to the profound depth of the connection, the weight of the emotions, and the intensity of the introspection that's taking place within their heart and mind. They are not forgetting you. They are not dismissing what you share, or what you have shared. Quite the opposite. This period of seeming detachment is, for them, a time of deep and significant reflection. They are immersed in a process of reviewing, reassessing, and ultimately, understanding the very nature of the bond that exists between the two of you. They are grappling with the complex tapestry of emotions that this relationship, this connection, stirs within them. They are confronting their own deepest intentions, their truest desires, and their most authentic feelings toward you. This isn't a superficial or fleeting contemplation. It's not a casual, "oh, I wonder what's for dinner," kind of thought process. This is a profound, soul-searching journey. They are being guided by a powerful, intuitive force, a quiet knowing that is illuminating their understanding. Slowly, painstakingly, and perhaps for the first time with true clarity, things are beginning to crystallize for them. It's as if they are finally, truly, seeing you. They are seeing the relationship you share, and they are seeing their own feelings with a newfound perspective, a lens that reveals the unvarnished truth, a truth they may have been consciously or unconsciously denying, or perhaps simply avoiding. For many of you, this clarity, this dawning of understanding on their part, may arrive with a bittersweet quality. It might feel as though it's coming too late, after a long period of confusion and emotional turmoil. It might feel frustratingly overdue, like a long-awaited sunrise that finally breaks through the clouds, but only after you've endured a long and arduous night. You've likely weathered a storm of inconsistency, a cycle of hot and cold behavior, a relentless push and pull that left you feeling emotionally drained, bewildered, and perhaps even a little lost. It's understandable. It's human. The constant uncertainty, the emotional roller coaster, can take a heavy toll on anyone's spirit. And it's from this place of exhaustion, from this wellspring of self-preservation, that you made a crucial, life-affirming decision. You chose to reclaim your power, your energy, your emotional sovereignty. You recognized, with a profound sense of self-awareness, the urgent need to establish healthy boundaries, to protect your inner peace, to step back from the fray, and to cease the pattern of overgiving in a connection that, at times, felt painfully one-sided. This decision, this act of self-care, was not born of bitterness or resentment. It was not fueled by a desire for revenge or retaliation. It was, and is, a testament to your own growth, your own evolving sense of self-worth, and your unwavering commitment to your own well-being. You understood, deep within your soul, that you deserved more. You deserved a connection that was reciprocal, a love that was freely given, and a partnership that honored your value. And so, you chose to walk a different path. You chose to prioritize your own healing, your own happiness, and your own personal fulfillment. You no longer find yourself chasing after them, begging for their attention, or attempting to convince them of your inherent worth. You have released the need to prove yourself, to justify your existence, or to force a connection that isn't flowing naturally. And this profound shift in your energy, this newfound independence, this radiant self-possession, has not gone unnoticed. It has registered, deeply and powerfully, within their consciousness. They are feeling the reverberations of this change. They can sense, with an almost palpable awareness, that your energy is no longer centered around them, that it's no longer orbiting their needs or desires. Your energy is now directed inward, focused on nurturing your own spirit, tending to your own wounds, and cultivating your own inner garden of joy, peace, and fulfillment. Ironically, this very act of self-sufficiency, this embrace of your own autonomy, is exerting a far more potent and magnetic pull on them than any words you could have spoken, or any gestures you could have offered. It's creating a sense of unease, perhaps even a feeling of desperation, within them. They are experiencing a discomfort, a disorientation, because they are not accustomed to feeling this lack of control, this absence of emotional security, from you. They have grown accustomed to the rhythm of your presence, the predictability of your outreach, the comforting assurance of your care. But now, the silence on your end is deafening. It's echoing in the chambers of their mind, reverberating through their thoughts, and prompting a profound reevaluation of everything they thought they knew. This sense of loss, or perhaps more accurately, this fear of potential loss, is acting as a powerful catalyst, propelling them into action. Behind the scenes, in the quiet solitude of their own thoughts, they are engaged in a process of sorting through the complexities of the situation, organizing their thoughts, confronting their deepest fears, and meticulously planning how they might approach you, how they might bridge the gap that has formed between you, and how they might begin to rebuild the connection that feels so precious, and yet, so fragile. There is a powerful, almost irresistible urge within them to reach out, to send you a message, to communicate in a way that conveys the depth of their feelings, to demonstrate that they still care, that they are still present, even if their recent behavior has suggested otherwise. They long to express their feelings directly, to lay their heart bare before you, and to show you, with unwavering clarity, that they are, in fact, here for you, and that they are genuinely willing to make things right, to repair any damage that has been done, and to rebuild the bridge of trust and understanding. But with this powerful urge comes an equally potent counterforce, fear. They are gripped by the apprehension that reaching out now, after all that has transpired, after the passage of time and the accumulation of unspoken words, might trigger an argument, a confrontation, or an outpouring of long-suppressed emotions. They are acutely aware that they have caused you pain, that they have hurt you, whether through their words, their actions, or their silence. They know, with a heavy heart, that they have let you down, perhaps more than once, and that they have fallen short of the expectations you held, and the love you deserved. And as much as they yearn to reconnect, to bridge the divide, there is a part of them, a vulnerable and fragile part, that wonders if the damage has already been done, if too much time has elapsed, if too many wounds have been left unhealed, festering beneath the surface of unspoken words and unacknowledged pain. They fear your response, not because they don't care, but precisely because they care so deeply. They don't want to face the pain of rejection, the sting of anger, or the crushing weight of disappointment. They are afraid of seeing the hurt in your eyes, of hearing the pain in your voice, and of confronting the reality that they may have irrevocably damaged something precious. Yet, despite this inner conflict, this turbulent battle between desire and fear, their heart keeps circling back to you. Their thoughts, like homing pigeons, always return to the image of you, to the memory of your presence, and to the possibility of a future shared. They find themselves contemplating the future, envisioning what life might look like with you by their side, what joys they might share, what challenges they might overcome, and what dreams they might build together. And the more they allow themselves to indulge in these visions, the more profoundly they realize the depth of their feelings and the extent of the happiness they believe they would find in a life intertwined with yours. In their eyes, you embody the very essence of what they seek in a lifelong partner. You possess a rare and precious combination of qualities: compassion, strength, understanding, unwavering loyalty, and a remarkable degree of emotional intelligence. You are a beacon of light, a source of unwavering support, and a wellspring of wisdom. The thought of marrying you, of making a lifelong commitment to you, of sharing their life, their dreams, and their heart with you, fills them with a sense of joy, a feeling of completeness, and a profound sense of belonging that they can't seem to find anywhere else, or with anyone else. You represent a sense of home, a sanctuary of love, and a partnership that transcends the ordinary. Still, they are beginning to understand that words alone, no matter how heartfelt or eloquent, may not be enough now. You have undergone a profound transformation. You have grown, you have evolved, and you are no longer the same person who waited patiently, hoping they would finally recognize your value, and finally see the brilliance of your light. You have stepped into your own power. You have embraced your own worth. And that light, that inner radiance, is shining brighter than ever before, illuminating your path and captivating all who are fortunate enough to witness its glow. They see it. They feel it. And while it may initially terrify them, because it represents a shift in the dynamic, a change in the balance of power, it also inspires them. It ignites a fire within them, a burning desire to rise to the occasion, to take responsibility for their actions, and to show up with genuine effort, with tangible commitment, and with unwavering consistency. They know that empty promises and sporadic attention will no longer suffice. They understand that you deserve more than fleeting gestures and half-hearted attempts. So while they may be quiet now, while their words may be few, do not mistake their silence for a lack of feeling. Beneath the surface of their seeming detachment, a profound and transformative process is unfolding. They are wrestling with their own inner demons, their own regrets, their own fears, and their own hopes. They are grappling with the weight of their past actions, the consequences of their choices, and the potential for a future filled with love and connection. They are beginning to truly realize what you mean to them, the irreplaceable role you play in their life, and the magnitude of what they stand to lose if they continue to remain silent, if they continue to allow fear to dictate their actions, and if they fail to bridge the gap that separates them from you. Whether or not they find the courage to act, whether or not they find the words to express the depth of their feelings, is a question that only time will answer. But one thing is certain, your energy has undergone a profound transformation, and that shift, that undeniable change within you, has awakened something deep within them, stirring their soul, and prompting a re-evaluation of their priorities. The next move, the next step in this delicate dance, may ultimately be theirs to make. But you have already made yours. You have already taken the most important step of all, the step that demonstrates self-respect, emotional strength, and an unwavering commitment to your own well-being. You have chosen to honor your worth, to protect your peace, and to embrace the radiant light that shines within you. Lately, there's been a growing weight on my heart, a feeling I can't seem to shake, a sense of unease that lingers like a persistent shadow. It's as if I no longer have the same ease of access to you, the same effortless connection, the same sense of closeness that once defined our bond. You've become so reserved, so quiet, as if you've retreated into a world of your own, a sanctuary I can no longer easily enter. And I'm left standing outside, peering in, trying to decipher the meaning of your silence, and desperately searching for a way to reach you again. It's a feeling that's both frustrating and confusing, and honestly, it hurts. I keep questioning the shift in our dynamic, the change in the atmosphere between us. Why don't things feel the same? Why aren't you giving me the same level of importance, the same degree of attention that you used to? Have I done something wrong? Have I inadvertently caused you pain or offense? Or are you simply changing, evolving, drifting away into something or someone else, leaving me behind in the wake of your transformation? These thoughts, like relentless waves, keep crashing against the shores of my mind, leaving me feeling unsettled, anxious, and deeply insecure. There's this deep, almost desperate urge within me to simply be close to you again, to bridge the distance that has grown between us, to feel the warmth of your presence, and to bask in the glow of your love. I want to rush to you, without hesitation or reservation, to wrap you tightly in my arms, and to hold you close until you can feel every beat of my heart, every pulse of my being, and every fiber of my soul resonating with my love for you. I want to look into your eyes, those windows to your soul, and remind you, no, show you, with every fiber of my being, that you belong to me, completely and utterly. You are mine in a way that transcends mere possession, in a way that defies simple words. You're woven into the very fabric of my being, etched into my thoughts, imprinted on my emotions, and inextricably linked to every plan and hope I hold for the future. You are the missing piece of my puzzle, the melody to my song, the light in my darkness. And when I feel that distance growing between us, when I sense that you're pulling away, it's as if a part of me starts to unravel, as if the threads that hold my world together are beginning to fray. Sometimes, in moments of desperation, I think, why don't I just call? Why don't I simply pick up the phone and bridge this gap with the sound of my voice? The answer seems so simple, so obvious, so readily available. But then, every time I consider making that call, my hands tremble slightly, my heart races with a mixture of hope and trepidation, and I hesitate. I find myself caught between the longing to connect and the fear of what I might find on the other end of the line. It's not that I don't want to talk to you. I do, more than anything. I crave the sound of your voice, the cadence of your speech, the way your words can soothe my soul and ignite my spirit. It's that the moment I hear your voice, or see you standing before me, all my carefully constructed plans, all my rehearsed words, and all my well-intentioned arguments seem to dissolve, like mist in the morning sun. I become overwhelmed by the sheer intensity of my emotions, the depth of my feelings, and the profound impact you have on my being. You have this inexplicable effect on me, a power that I can't fully articulate or comprehend. I become lost in you, completely and utterly consumed by the way you speak, the way you look at me, and the very essence of your presence. It's as if you cast a spell, drawing me into another world, a realm where time ceases to exist, and where all sense of control, all semblance of rationality, seems to slip away. Even the things I wanted so desperately to say, the words I so carefully crafted, suddenly feel irrelevant, insignificant, and utterly inadequate to express the magnitude of my feelings. It's strange, isn't it, how one person, one connection, can make you feel both completely full and completely undone at the same time? Being near you makes me feel alive in the most profound way, as if every cell in my body is vibrating with a newfound energy, a heightened awareness, and an unbridled joy. But it also exposes all my vulnerabilities, laying bare my deepest fears, my most tender insecurities, and my most fragile emotions. I start feeling breathless, not just from love, but from the sheer intensity of the emotions that you stir within me, the tidal wave of feelings that threatens to overwhelm me. It's not just a crush, a passing infatuation, a fleeting admiration, or a simple desire. It's something deeper, more consuming, more all-encompassing. It's like a tidal wave that crashes into me, leaving me speechless, gasping for air, and yet, paradoxically, never wanting it to end. It's a force of nature, a primal energy, a connection that transcends the ordinary and touches the very core of my being. And then there's the silence. When you're not around, when you go quiet, when you withdraw into your inner world, it's almost unbearable. The absence of your presence is a palpable void, a gaping hole that seems to swallow all the light and joy from my world. I start to notice signs everywhere, little synchronicities that seem too strange to be mere coincidence, too meaningful to be dismissed as random occurrences. A song playing at the exact moment I'm thinking of you, a chance encounter with someone who reminds me of you, a message that seems to appear out of thin air, speaking directly to my heart. Sometimes, it feels like the universe itself is trying to tell me something, to remind me that our connection isn't just something I've imagined, a figment of my imagination, or a fleeting fancy. It's real. It's meaningful. It's significant. And even in your silence, I feel your presence echoing around me, a subtle vibration in the air, a quiet knowing that transcends physical distance. But that doesn't make the distance any easier. It doesn't fill the void. It doesn't silence the longing. I miss the way we used to talk, the way we shared everything, even the smallest thoughts, the most trivial observations, and the most fleeting moments of our day. I miss feeling like I was an integral part of your world, not just an observer standing on the periphery, watching from the outside. I miss the warmth in your voice, the spark in your eyes, the comfort of knowing you were truly present with me, fully engaged, and completely invested in our connection. Now, I feel like I'm constantly second-guessing myself, questioning my actions, and doubting my instincts. Should I reach out? Should I wait patiently? Am I being too much? Am I imagining things? Is this all just a figment of my imagination? This uncertainty eats away at me, gnawing at my peace of mind, because all I want, more than anything, is to be close to you again. Not just physically, but emotionally, spiritually, and soulfully. I long to be wrapped in the same energy we used to share so effortlessly, the same harmonious vibration that resonated between us, creating a symphony of love, understanding, and connection. I know I can't force you to open up. I can't compel you to share your thoughts, your feelings, or your inner world with me. And I don't want to pressure you. I don't want to impose myself upon you, or to demand more than you're willing to give. I just want you to know how deeply I feel for you. I want you to understand that you matter to me in a way that no one else ever has, in a way that transcends the boundaries of ordinary relationships.